Hey there, this is part 5 of my egg-only run. If you want to watch the previous episodes, a link to the very first episode will be in the pinned comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. So, in the last episode, I had a bit of an oopsie. What? Oh, God. I'm pleased to say that, backed by popular demand, the egg-only run continues. Seriously, a majority of the comments received on the previous episode were all words of encouragement, saying to continue. Y'all are just too nice to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's continue this run, dear viewer. I am not going to mess up the fight like I did last time. I'm not going to bring any health potions either, because that's really what messed me up. I strayed away from how I normally do things, and it for sure made me overthink the fight. But before I leave, I want to go to the dog coin merchant. I unlocked an accessory slot, bought a ring of freight, and bought the Cognito mask. Now this really feels like a MegaBits video. I just love this mask. I won't wear it during the fight though, because I don't want to die. I stopped by my base and I put on a pendant of life, repaired my gear, then headed to Marcus and Phalerus. I have a good feeling about this. My skills are sharp, and I have a vendetta. Okay, let's talk my strategy here. I plan on staying close to Phalerus for the majority of this fight, since the closer I am, the easier it'll be to do critical hits, and in turn do more damage that we love so much. This totally worked in my favor, and I was using Yormantide for a bulk majority of this fight. It resisted most of Phalerus' moves, so it was the most obvious choice to use here. I did need to pull it out every now and then, because Phalerus has like 2 electric moves. Don't know how that works, but whatever, it was no issue. I really did feel sharp during this fight. I dodged almost every hit, and I was pulling Yormantide out at the perfect time almost every time. I wish I was doing just slightly more damage, but I really couldn't complain. The fight was drawing towards its end, and I was feeling oh so good. My team was putting out more than enough damage, and as long as I didn't mess up like last time, we'd win. See, dear viewer, that almost sounded like foreshadowing. But it wasn't. We totally destroyed them. Payback, dude. Payback. I hope you loved every second of that, Marcus. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. That feels good. See, I told you guys. I could do it. I just messed up the last run. Anywho, yeah. Cool. Marcus and Phalerus, done. Now, Victor and Shadowbeak will be next. Oh, God. Ha 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 ha, that felt good to get payback. I will say, I am most definitely not excited to go and face off against Victor and Shadowbeak though. Even though they are no longer the last tower boss, they still are the scariest tower boss in my mind. They're just so bulky, and the move set that they have is kind of insane. Anyway, I've been trying to find dungeons to run here in Astral Mountain, and good lord, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Every single one that I've found is already closed. I was at least able to get a lot of eggs though, so it's whatever. I did end up finding one, ran through it, fought the boss, and I got some pretty good blueprints. One being the rare heat-resistant POW metal armor, and the other being an uncommon rocket launcher. I was almost overweight and fat, so I went back to my base and I started to hatch the eggs I found. I hatched a Vanworm Crist, a Digtoise, a Foxicle, another Foxicle, a Suzaku Aqua, and a Suzaku. All in all, this was actually a pretty good haul. I went through all the treasure I had, dropped it off at the base, and then I decided to head back out into the world. You may be asking yourself, when I say I'm gonna go back out in the world, what do I mean? Well, first, I'm just gonna get my power capacity up. with my little beacon, and then I'm gonna go out into the world. Hopefully. Yeah. After that, who knows? Who knows? Oh, I literally stood up to go get a drink, and we're having a raid happen. Oh, y'all came to the wrong house. Captain Kidd, where? Captain Kidd, are you okay? He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, Free Pal Alliance. You know, while we're here, we might as well take out Chillit too. Sorry, Chillit. Cool, raid done. That was oh so exciting. Wow. Okay, 61%, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I should be doing right now. So I'm what, level 44? Maybe I can do some Sakurajima dungeons? No. Nope. Nope. We are not gonna be doing Sakurajima dungeons. So that means we're gonna go to the Astral Mountains. That'll be the best spot to do dungeons for now. I hate that new summoning mechanic. I know it's just for Pocket to most likely stay in compliance with you know, Nintendo and their patent lawsuit. And I know it'll be fixed for the massive update coming, but good lord, it is bad. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do a lot of dungeons. I really need to focus on leveling up. Once I'm finished leveling up, I will probably look into getting more eggs and just getting more pals, you know, seeing what I can breed for and all of that. Because we're gonna have to fight Victor and Shadowbeak next. And those two always terrify me. I finished off this dungeon, and then I really needed to start thinking about my strategy for Victor and Shadowbeak. So I'm on my way to look for other dungeons, and I'm just trying to figure out what exactly is going to be my strategy. Am I out of food? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I really would love to get to the point where I can actually take on, you know, I just want to get through all the towers. To my knowledge, I don't know if I've ever finished a playthrough where I've actually beat all of the towers, well, I mean, this will be the first playthrough where I'm actually facing, you know, Sakurajima's tower, since this is just, it's the newer update, right? That still leads me to a problem, and that's Victor and Shadowbeak. Those two are run killers for me. So I'm trying to think what I want to do. I think I'm gonna breed a lot of Gobfin, like a lot of Gobfin, just because of their passive. You know, that'll increase my own attack power, and you know, this whole playthrough I've been increasing my own attack power as I level up. So I think that'll be a good idea regardless. Okay, I am gonna go back to my base and get food so I don't die. But yeah, that's kind of where my head is right now. I know I want to breed Gobfins, so I can use, I think it's the Angry Shark. But yeah, their passive ability is just too good. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I really do think that'll be my path to victory here. Now, while I was out searching for dungeons, I did come across a couple eggs. So we'll just hatch these real quick. I don't think I'm gonna get anything crazy. Another Suzaku Aqua. And a Kitsune. I always like Kitsune. I think Kitsune's a severely underrated pal. But anywho, that's enough of me just blabbing on. I'm going to do more dungeons. I want to level up once I get up to probably level 50. And after that, what's going to happen is I'm going to start breeding pals and pretty much work on the pal team, and then probably do treasure hunting afterwards. Something like that. I don't know, yet to be determined. But I will see you guys very shortly after I knock out quite a lot of dungeons. So yeah, like I was saying, my main concern is really just leveling up. I can't do anything too spectacular as of now with my current level. So I began the slogfest known as level grinding without catching any sort of pals. That's pretty much the hardest part of this challenge, is leveling up. Realistically, the only way I can do it is hatching eggs, which is very long and tedious, or I run around, do dungeons, and, take on alpha bosses. I first started by taking out the best of pals, King Paka Chris. I say best of pals because honestly, King Paka is just awesome. I love the design, and that's about it, One day, I will breed for a god tier 1, but that day is not today. When I was out searching for other dungeons, I ran into something that I have never seen in Palworld before. It was actually really neat. Whoa! Is that... What type of nest is that? Is that a wombo nest? It is! Oh, that is so cool. Okay. We're dropping the normal frozen eggs. Because these are all gonna be, these 3 are gonna be wombos. And who doesn't want a wombo? Okay, yeah, do whatever you want. Okay, that. Oh, God. It's bad. Blah. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, God, we're so dead. And I have a bug where I can't change my PAL. What is going on? Yeah, my 1 and 3 does not work. That's annoying. What is that? Hello? What? Is this a bug? Like, have you guys ran into this? Where you can't switch your pals at all? I'm pressing 1 and 3, and nothing's working. I can't get any of my pals out. Well, that's annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna respawn. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay, yeah, my 1 and 3 don't work. What is happening? I've literally never ran into this issue before. I don't know what that could be. That's very frustrating. I'll try to restart Palworld and see if that fixes it. But for now, we're gonna hatch all of these eggs now, and then I'll restart. A foxicle with fine furs, diet lover, and logging foreman. Interesting. Reptyro Chris, that's awesome. All right, we got our first wombo, our second wombo, and our third wombo. All right, let's see what's in the huge frozen eggs. A Mammarist Christ, nice. Is it just gonna be another Mammarist? Oh, it's gonna be an alpha foxicle. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, all 3 of the rumbos, all 3 of the wombos kind of suck. But I'm gonna restart my game and see if my 1 and 3 will start working again. I'll be back. Do you guys see that wonderful PAL selection over there? It's fine now. I just had to restart. Next, I picked up this frozen egg. I sent Beacon plummeting down this cliff. I picked up another egg. Then I decided to have a fight with the lovely Linelene Noct. Seriously though, can we talk about this design? The astral star pattern thing it's got going on is just amazing. I absolutely love it. Even though Linelene Noct was a higher level than myself and my team, we took care of business and we slayed the cosmic beast. Ooh, a master pal tamer. I'm down for this. Wait, did you just say... Wait, why are you meowing? Another pal tamer, meow? There's been too many weaklings these days. I wish somebody else would take care of all of them, meow. If you're gonna fight with me, you're gonna have to show a little pluck. And when you lose, make sure you kneel, meow. Did you just call me a stupid kitten? What is your problem, lady? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Don't worry, I got you. Where are you, nerd? I don't see you meowing now. What happened? Where's all the meows? Wow, that's crazy. What does it mean to, like, she said she wanted me to show a little pluck. What does that even mean? GG Relaxosaurus. Oh my god. That's... That was brutal. Huh. Okay, well, that was, Palworld, you know, never a dull moment. You know, never a dull moment. After this, I decided to fight some PAL genetic research units. I did this for a nefarious reason. I did it so I could get into Victor's head. See, the thing is, Victor would be getting reports about his patrols just randomly being taken down and going missing. Then, he would hear about a random up-and-coming PAL tamer who's been taking out all of the towers across the Palpagos Islands. Half of the fight here is mental, and I'm pulling out all of the stops, dear viewer. I bet Victor is probably like freaking out right now and about to pee his pants. I was running low on shotgun shells, so I got all of my treasure together, I sold it off, and then I bought some more. I wasn't planning on spending all of my gold here, but I figured I'd be doing a lot of dungeons and alpha bosses anyways, so I may as well. After this, I started the grind again for experience. It wasn't very much longer, and I hit level 45. Then I hit level 46, and then I hatched some eggs. Okay, so I have been very busy. I'm nearing level 48, which is awesome. But before I do any more grinding of dungeons and alpha bosses, I want to hatch all of these eggs I have. There's a lot. I've been picking them up in between dungeons, and I just want to knock these out because I'm running out of space. So yeah, we're just gonna go through these real quick. I'm only really gonna comment on anything that I think is interesting. Now, don't get me wrong, Raindrix is cool, but meh. We got a King Paka Christ! Oh, amazing. I'm so stoked for that. I love King Paka. Ooh, a Runner Van Worm? A Runner Van Worm Christ, that's kinda crazy. So let's take a look at all of these pals and see if there's anything, you know, interesting. Ooh, we got an Alpha Chillet with Sickly. Oh, goodness gracious. The Van Worm is Alpha, and it has Runner. That is incredibly interesting. I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, well, all in all, though, this is still awesome. This just kind of opens up the pool for more pals that I can breed for. So yeah, very exciting. I'm gonna go back to leveling up. I'm, what, 226,000 experience away? Oh. Yeah, this has been a multi-day process. Oh, and I'm running out of shotgun shells. So I'm gonna have to go sell off treasures and all of that, and then I'll just kind of continue. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll record once I level up. All right, bye. After this, I did go back to dungeon grinding, and when I say grinding, I mean it was a huge grind. This took forever. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know when I hit level 47 either, but here's me hitting level 48 after taking down an Alpha Suzaku. Oh goodness. All right, level 48. Oh man. This is exhausting. But we're almost there. And by almost I mean like I'm like halfway. I still have 3 levels. Yeah, just getting to level 51 for Victor and Shadowbeak, in my opinion, is a good level. Back at the base, I have cakes going right now. And in a little bit, I think I'm going to get up to level, what, 49, and then I'm probably going to go back to my base and try to figure out exactly what pals I want for Victor and Shadowbeak. I think the plan of getting Gobfin, I think using, you know, 2 or 3 Gobfin on my team is probably going to be my best bet. So I'm probably going to start breeding for Gobfin. And then I don't know what my main pal's gonna be, but I for sure know we need good dragon pals to go against Victor and Shadowbeak. Or at least, you know, pals that will resist Victor, or sorry, resist Shadowbeak and can still put out damage with dragon moves. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to dungeon... hunting and dungeon crawling, and yeah, I continue doing dungeons. This was for sure a slogfest, but as it stands now, I don't really have any better way to farm experience. I know I can do alpha pals, which I have been doing, but they have a respawn time, and like honestly, I just kind of kept forgetting to do them. I'm not perfect, okay? I did end up getting bored, so I wanted to work on my base a bit. Okay, so there's a couple upgrades I want to do. One of which being I really want to upgrade to a refrigerator. On top of that, I need to potentially make another, factory line? The weapon assembly line 2, I would like to make. It would be really nice to have a new assembly line here. It's going to be a pain in the butt because I'm going to have to delete both of them because I decided to do stacking. Which is normally fine and dandy, but why? Weird. Which is normally fine and dandy, but I don't really have like crazy pals to do stuff with. So, yeah, whatever, we'll see. All right. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Okay. Yeah, so that's not perfectly lined up, but honestly, I'm not upset at it. I think that's pretty good. Absolutely riveting content. Wow. Okay, but now that these are done, I'm able to actually make pal metal armor and some other interesting things. First things first though, I need to check my blueprints because I think I've pulled some potentially rare or uncommon pal metal blueprints. So right there is a rare heat resistant pal metal armor, and then there is the helmet. All right, so we're gonna make these really quick. And by really quick, I mean it's probably gonna take a while, but it's, you know, it's chill. It's totally chill. Crap, I don't have the flame organs. Okay, I am gonna go get flame organs. All right, that's pretty good. Let's go do the meteor real quick, and then we'll go back to base, gear up, and then there's a couple more things I want to do at the base afterwards. So yeah, meteorite, back to the base, gear up, more, and then we're gonna do more upgrades. All right, now we should be able to make the armor. Yep. There's the heat resistant pal armor. Oh, good God, this is going to take so long. I have to have a pal that has good handiwork, right? Like level 3 handiwork would be so nice right now. Level 2. Oh, Verdasha's level 3. Do I have any other Verdashas? I feel like I've hatched a couple other Verdashas. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Oh my God, we have 4 pals and 1 human, and this is the speed we're going at. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh my God, that took so long. Oh, that took so long. All right. How long is this gonna take? Oh. All right, I'm gonna like get lunch or something. Oh, cool. That's done too. Sick. All right, is there any other upgrades I can do as it stands now? Now that I've done my gear upgrades, I wanted to work on my base even more. All right, well, I think that's enough of doing base upgrades. I guess I really didn't do too much, but I'm happy my pals actually have a place to sleep now rather than just, you know, haphazardly placed up here on this rock. I still would like it to be maybe just like a little bit more enclosed. So, I don't know, maybe I add stone pillars here. Okay, hang on, I guess I'm not done with this yet. Okay, it's not perfect, but it'll do the job for now. Alright, well, I think I've had enough freedom now. So I think what I'm gonna do is go back to just kind of dungeon hunting. I'm at level 48, so I have 3 more levels I have to grind out. But yeah, for the sake of time, What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grind. I'm gonna grind my experience off camera, and I'll just see you guys once I'm level 51. Hey, hi. I'm level 51 now. It took a very, very long time. Oh wait, hang on. We gotta put the hat on. There we go. That's better. I'm level 51. I have been updating my, I've been upgrading my attack this whole time, and it's 171 now, which is awesome. Okay, yeah, it's the dawn of a new day. I'm level 51. I have a huge dragon egg, a large dragon egg to hatch. And then I have to kind of start preparing to deal with Victor and Shadowbeak. Quivern. Oh, I have more eggs. Okay, hang on. Let's just hatch all of these eggs that I have. So I've been thinking for a hot minute, trying to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do to be able to beat Victor and Shadowbeak. And I have a couple ideas. The main idea is fill up with gobfins and potentially use, I don't know, maybe chill it and or like Eormintide. I don't really know. I don't have the full idea. All I know is gobfin is for sure going to be needed. Now, while I've been out leveling up, I have been making cakes, and I have another 24 cakes, which is great. I'm gonna drop these cakes off at my breeding base, and then after that, we're gonna kind of get an idea of what we need to breed for and how I need to prepare for Victor and Shadowbeak. So I have spent like 20-ish minutes looking through all of my pals to figure out which pals I wanted to actually breed, and this is what I came up with: a Dumud and a Swee. These two will breed and give me a gobfin, but what's cool is Dumud has Vanguard, which will give me a 10% increase to my attack. And, you know, with Victor and Shadowbeak, we want as much attack as possible. So I'm going to start these two breeding now. And I don't really know what I'm going to do after that. I might go to Sakurajima and just do some treasure hunting. Just in hopes of getting, you know, maybe, you know, better blueprints, or just realistically any type of gear that I'll need for this fight. But yeah, that is the game plan. I'm gonna make a couple more beds here, just so I don't have to worry about them being all upset. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. We have 53 cakes right now. I don't know. I might legitimately just breed 53 of these. I might actually breed 53 gobfins. Editor's note here. What's hilarious about that statement is 53 gobfins isn't even crazy. If all I had to breed was 53 gobfins, that would have been fine. You know, that would have been a walk in the park. So yeah, there's some foreshadowing for you. After this, I did decide to go to Sakurajima, and I started treasure hunting. I hear a lucky? Question mark? Oh, dude, I don't have any. I have no pal spheres. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's a shroomer, too. Oh, that hurts. Please give me a pal sphere. Come on. Oh, my God. Is there any other treasure I can grab real quick? Okay, 3 Ultra Spheres for a level 55. There's no way, right? Like, there's just no way this works. Well, maybe it won't be that difficult. The shotgun's kind of OP. Alright, Plasma, I am gonna have to bring him back. Okay, I need to... Oh no, dude. I don't have a Ring of Mercy, mother. Come here. Let me hit you in the back. let me hit you in the back. Why? Why are we doing this song and dance? I just want to catch you. Okay. You know, my body hurts. Not as much as that shroomer's body, though, but that sucked. Well, you know, honestly, dear viewer, that is just, that's just the song and dance. That's the song and dance we play. Anywho, I'm gonna get back to treasure hunting. Yeah, I'll see you in a few. I did treasure hunt for a while after this, but really wasn't getting anything too amazing. So I decided to do some more Sakurajima dungeons. Do you guys notice a little bit of a pattern here? Yeah, just lots of dungeons. Lots and lots of dungeons. I did them for quite a while, and because of that, I had a lot of thoughts that I was just kind of pondering. Again, you know, keep in mind, I'm just a YouTuber. You know, I'm just a guy that plays video games. But I've lived a lot of life, and you know, I said very early on in this this channel that if I didn't try to promote positivity and do good, that it would just kind of be a shame, right? I've been very lucky to have the platform I have, and it's not even like, I know it's not even that crazy massive of a platform. Like, I know that I'm not a huge YouTuber yet, but I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there. So anywho, what I would like to say is, it's okay to share your feelings. You know, a lot of people today listen to these, like, self-help gurus that are like, it's like, you know those guys that are calling themselves alphas, right? And it's like, you know, be a lone wolf and all of that. That's ridiculous. I don't really know what else to say about it. All I really want to get through is the strongest thing you can do as a person and as a human, you know, in my, again, humble opinion as a YouTuber, is be vulnerable. Like, the reason why we don't show our vulnerabilities is because it's so hard to do it. You know, vulnerability is something that I feel like every person, like, regardless of, you know, age or sex or race, every person should know how to be vulnerable. You know, like, especially with someone you trust. You know, not to, like, make this about me or anything like that, but, I've been vulnerable quite a bit. You know, I've been vulnerable with friends. I'm vulnerable with my wife. You know, she's my biggest fan. She's my biggest supporter. You know, she's seen me cry. She has seen me at my lowest. But the thing is I don't look at that as a point of weakness. You know, I look at that as a point of trust and a point of, in my opinion, it's a point of strength. Because again, being vulnerable is legitimately one of the hardest things you can do as a human. And I truthfully, I really do think that if more people would be vulnerable, they would just be happier, you know? So yeah, I don't necessarily know where I'm going with this. I just want to say it's okay feeling feelings, and it's okay being vulnerable. You know, it's it doesn't make you a weak person. It doesn't make you less of a person. It just makes you a person. And if you can, you know, train that ability of, you know, showing your own vulnerability, in my opinion, I think you'll be much happier. And if you can be vulnerable with someone that you trust and love, you'll build a bond with them that is unlike any other. So yeah, that's my little speech. I didn't really necessarily know. I don't necessarily know where else I was going with this. But yeah, you know, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Be vulnerable. It's totally fine. At the end of the day, being vulnerable is not a weakness. It is just you being a person. You know, you are allowed to feel certain things. You are allowed to feel whatever you want to feel, right? But society tells us that, hey, mental health isn't a real thing, and society tells us we have to be strong, and, you know, it's just, it's all, you know, a crock of poop. So, yeah, it's totally fine. But anywho, I'm at my breeding base now. Okay, so it's been quite a while. Oh, a supply drop. Cool. Oh, look at all of these Gobfin eggs. So exciting. Do we go get that supply drop? Yeah, let's go get that supply drop real quick, and then we'll hatch all of our eggs. Good job, guys. Oh, carrying capacity upgrade. That is honestly amazing. Anyway, it is time to hatch some of our gobfins. So we pretty much need, we need all of them to have Vanguard. It would be really cool if we somehow got Stronghold Strategist, because that would also increase our defense, which would be amazing. But realistically, getting Stronghold Strategist, that's gonna be like crazy. I don't even know, I don't even know how possible that would be. So we have this one that just has Vanguard, which is great. Now, if only I could get one, if I could get one that had Stronghold Strategist, we would be sitting in a really good spot. But let's find a female. Really? Don't you guys understand? I'm filming a video right now, okay? This is very rude. You guys did bring this on yourselves, though. So yeah, Stronghold Strategist. That's really what we need right now. Because again, we'd get that defense boost, and honestly, any type of boost I can get right now is what I need. We need a lot of Gobfin, because I'm thinking 3 Gobfin. I would love to have 3 maxed out Gobfin. And then I think pals, I know I'm going to bring Yormantide, and then I might bring Blazamut. And again, Warsect is Warsect's beefy. So maybe I would do Yormantide and Warsect? I don't know. But I do know it's going to be 3 Gobfin. 3 Gobfin on my team. Okay. So we're going to need... Let's see here, 4 plus 16 plus 32, oh god, plus 64. 116, good god. I need 348 pals. 348 Gobfins. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to manage that. That is so many cake. So many cakes. Oh man. Did you hear that? If I want 3 4-star Gobfins, I would need 348 of them, which meant I would need that many cakes too. So, first things first, I need a pal that's going to give me some insane cooking prowess. Please enter Yormantide Ignis. The thing is, I need to breed for one, and to do that, first I need a Blazehowl. I can get that by breeding a Digtoise and a Surfin, I guess. I have no idea how this works, but that's totally fine. While waiting for the Blazehowl to be bred, I decided to work on my breeding base. I wanted another breeding farm so I can double my output of eggs. This will for sure help in the future. Once I finished up, my egg was ready. Aw, man. I just did all of that work of making another breeding farm, and the Blazehowl's done. But that's fine. Okay, so we need 1 cake. Now that I have Blazehowl, I can breed it with my Yormantide to get a Yormantide Ignis. I don't know how that works either, but again, whatever. By the way, I got super lucky with this Blazehowl because it is a male, and my Yormantide is a female. So if I didn't get a male, I was going to have to keep on breeding until I got one. Yeah, it's the small wins. My Yormantide Ignis egg was ready, and I was stoked. Audible gasp. Alright, so Yormantide Ignis egg is ready. This is fantastic. So first things first, we need our Yormantide back. Blazehowl, thank you for your service. We need to go back to the main base, and realistically, this is the point of the video where I'm just gonna have to start grinding for, you know, materials. So one, I'm putting my Yormantide here to start knocking out this flower. And then 2, once Yormantide's done with that, I have a lot more flour to get through. So we'll do that. And then after that, I'm gonna have to sell off my treasures, and I'm gonna have to buy some milk and some eggs. And then we'll just see how many more cakes we can make after that. Okay, cool. Flour's done. Oh my god. 582 flour? This is gonna take forever. Okay, so editor MegaBits here. I have a lot of footage of just going through everything that I was doing, but realistically, it's all really boring. I, every now and then, had to go buy ingredients so I could make more cakes and thus get more gobfin. The whole goal was to get 3 fully maxed out gobfin, which meant I needed to breed quite a bit. So rather than showing all that, we're just going to do cliff notes. I got very, very lucky, and I got a gobfin that had Stronghold Strategist. Oh my god, that was Stronghold Strategist. That was a Stronghold Strategist one. Oh goodness. So after that, I took the Stronghold Strategist gobfin and the Vanguard gobfin, and I started breeding them. I bred that down to another one that had Stronghold Strategist, and then I had both of my breeding facilities breeding for a gobfin that had Vanguard and Stronghold Strategist. Now on top of that, I did get lucky later on with another gobfin. It had Philanthropist, which if you're not familiar, it essentially just makes breeding faster. So bang bang boom, I had 2 breeding farms going at once, and after a little bit of trial and error, I had 3 gobfins that I would use to rank them up fully. They had Vanguard, Stronghold Strategist, and Philanthropist. So with all that, it was then time to essentially just start breeding a metric crap ton of gobfins so I can use them as fodder for condensing. A few hours had passed, and this literally took like all day. Like legitimately, I started at like 10 a.m. and I would just leave my computer AFK and I would just let the gobfins breed. I would come back after like an hour or two where I would have the maxed amount of eggs. I would hatch them and then rinse and repeat. Oh my god. That took forever. I started breeding gobfin like I don't even know what time I started. But just understand, it's been a very long time. But let's see if it's worth it. So my attack right now is 171. And I also get Vanguard from Yormantide, so that's exciting. Let's see. Oh wait, I forgot I gotta check what my defense is too. So my defense is 611. Alright, so 171 and 611. Let's see if this was worth it. Oh my god. So 312 attack and 751 defense. That is absolutely bonkers. Like, that blows me away. I think Victor and Shadowbeak is doable, and I'm hoping that I'm not, you know, foreshadowing my own end here. Here, let's test out my newfound power on Chillet. Oh yeah. Okay, well, now I think it's time for me to teach Yormantide and Warsect some moves, and then I need to get some more shotgun ammo, and I think we'll be ready to go face Victor and Shadowbeak after this. Now that I have my 3 gobfin, my attack and defense are actually insane. I'm blown away by the boost. I really do just hope that it's enough. I taught my Yormantide and Warsect dragon and ice moves. I know it may be a little weird taking a Warsect into the fight with Shadowbeak, but its defense is insane, and I'm hoping I can use Warsect as a buffer or even a tank if Yormantide's health gets too low. I took my treasures to Dune Shelter, sold them off, and then I loaded up on shotgun shells. I went back to my base and I used Pal Souls to level up the stats on both Yormantide and Warsect. I felt like Yormantide is severely lacking in defense, but I'm hoping that higher attack will make up for it. Warsect, on the other hand, is looking like an absolute unit. Its defense is 1075 with a cool 760 attack. I'm getting pretty stoked for this fight. Before I go fight though, did someone mention legendary blueprints? Well no, nobody did, but I'm gonna go fight Suzaku and Beacon just once in hopes of them dropping said blueprints. How neat would that be? My first stop, Suzaku, because why not? This was kind of a one-sided fight. Warsect didn't even get enough time to hit Suzaku. My higher attack and shotgun were more than enough to take it down. All this fight did was get me even more excited to fight Victor and Shadowbeak, which was a nice change of pace. Normally, I'm freaking out by now. Oh yeah, Beacon was easy too. Neither of them dropped their blueprints, but that was kind of expected. Fine, I'll fight Astagon too, because I can. I feel like these boss fights are giving me far too much confidence. Like, I'm worried that this build is not nearly as good as I think it is, but the only way to really test it is, well, fighting Victor and Shadowbeak. Okay, so, like, here's an odd issue. My video cut out here. I have all the audio, but only black video. Well, this is annoying. So spoiler alert, I did indeed beat them on the first try, and it was awesome. Now, I am a fair content creator, and for you, dear viewer, I will fight Victor and Shadowbeak again. Ugh. I can't believe I have to do this fight twice. But it is going to be kind of funny to just absolutely demolish Victor and Shadowbeak for a second time. Second time in a row, too. I realize I never checked if I have food. Oh, that's going to hurt Yormintide. So yeah, this fight is actually incredible, and it's surprising too. I figured that I'd be using Yormintide for the bulk majority of the fight because it's a Yormintide, but I really didn't. Warsect was the MVP here. That defense it has with only using dragon moves made it a force to be absolutely reckoned with. Victor and Shadowbeak didn't even know it hit them. It was just crazy. Now, let's talk about my damage. The 3 Gobfins with level 5 Angry Shark were absolutely disgusting. I'm only using the uncommon shotgun, but if I hit for a critical hit, the spread was doing almost 200 damage per hit. It was just nuts. I really couldn't believe how much damage me and my team were putting out. And I'm not gonna lie though, this just felt really good. Being able to dominate this fight and being able to take them all out well within the time limit was such a nice change of pace for me. I remember in my older videos that Victor and Shadowbeak were always a run killer for me. And if I remember correctly, my very first Palworld video ended because of them. That's it. I tried my best to knock out all of the towers within the 100 days, but Victor and Shadowbeak are just far too formidable. So taking them out here just felt great. Okay, so it feels great. Just absolutely bodying Victor and Shadowbeak, not once, but twice. So now, at this point, what I'm gonna do is just splice in the audio from my first attempt where I completed it. I'm not necessarily stoked that I had to do that twice, but honestly, again, it feels good to just completely wreck them. That was amazing. Oh my goodness. That was actually insane. So this has been the very first time I've done a Gobfin build with, you know, maxed out Angry Shark, and good God, the damage is just absolutely bonkers. Like, just absolutely insane. And Warsect, knowing only dragon moves, I don't know, Yormintide did good. Like 100%. I think Yormintide was a pretty big heavy hitter, but I truthfully do believe that bringing Warsect was I think that was the right choice, because I mean Warsect is just, it's so burly, you know, it's it can take hits. So yeah, Warsect in general is just kind of insane. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's Victor and Shadowbeak. That was crazy. But anyway, that is all I got, dear viewer. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for your support, but that's all I got. Bye!